Thank you very much. I've never had my bio read aloud in front of me before. There are 6 people in this bed. There are 6 people in this bed. 2 of us are fucking, and the other 4 are our parents, who made this moment possible, and are trying to look away, pretending the mattress can shake this way of its own accord. And his mom and my mom are ending every sentence with a sigh, and asking about each other's commute and children, and while my dad's offering his dad a Coors Light and talking about fixing this bed someday. But their conversation stops when they get to children because their heads go straight to the sex that they're all working to ignore, that's going on right now with his hand on my neck, like we both sing in porn, separately, just never told each other. Just he put his hand on my neck and I like the feeling of surrendering, especially to someone as kind as my father. Especially to someone who loves his mother, that sagging lady at the foot of the bed who won't look at me, I just know it, even though his hand is flat against my cheek, rubbing my teeth into my cheek and my cheek against the mattress. Oy. And he's turning my ass over and pretending not to look at his father, pretending not to hope his father's watching, pretending not to hope his father is proud because he doesn't want to admit that he wants to be as good as his dad was as giving his mother a baby boy, at twisting up and fucking his mother, and when I'm on top, I hope this isn't how my mother did it, letting her nipples slap his cheek as he rubs her clit, a word neither of us learned from the other 4 people in this bed, who knew full well and didn't tell us. Thank you. These next 2 kind of go together. They're all about Chelsea. Chelsea on the bus. Every time the bus approaches a stop, the brakes have come in too late, and Chelsea must grip the front of her seat on either side of her narrow hips to avoid sliding up the pocket of her seat like a half pipe, and into the large woman with child on her lap who is sitting next to her. She smiles every time this almost happens, thinking both that she is on some sort of roller coaster, and that if she were to fall off, the bosom of the mother next to her would catch her, and she and the little boy in the lap would be safe there. The little boy turns his head, and Chelsea sees a spot of drool on the mother's shoulder, and she knows the kid has seen this, or at least feels it on his chin. Mama doesn't acknowledge the saliva, but when the man next to her stands, she plops her baby on his seat, directs his legs to dangle, and places his Bob the Builder backpack behind him in the seat. Then her magnificent arm sweeps both boy and backpack into the fat of her hips, his hair getting mussed in her armpit. Chelsea finds herself wanting both to shrink to the little boy's height and to plump up to mama's size, to have a belly for baby to bounce on, to have a bosom worthy of being called a bosom. Chelsea on the beach. It's a shame what dating profiles have done to the phrase long walks on the beach, because someone's love of long walks on the beach may be real. And Chelsea walks for no man who finds these walks sweet, and for no strong woman, and no effeminate man who dresses better than she, and no lumberjack wearing city boy, and no Midwest transplant falling in love with every skirt in the produce store, and no down-to-earth guy just looking for a good time, and no half-buzzed head of hair trying to blow your mind, and no mother figure, and no penis, and no vagina. Chelsea walks because each step is different in the sand. Or she walks because sand. Or she walks because it's none of your fucking business. Thank you.